Got this running me, curly yellow dancing on me. Said she smell the grin on me, and she straight from California. Freaky, yeah, she wanna be. Tell me she like.
What is up, guys? Caleb Visuals here, or Caleb here, bringing another video today. Today we're talking about my switch to Canon. Now I'm coming from a Sony A7 to be exact, and had no problems with the Sony. Love Sony, love their cameras, but I'm ready to go back to Canon. I love Canon. I started off with Canon. Started off with a Canon Rebel T5, and I miss the big DSLR cameras. Because Sony A7 is a mirrorless camera. It's a little smaller, and I just miss those types of cameras. But obviously there's more to that. Main things is they're both full frame cameras, they're sensors, so not really losing quality. The 5D Mark IV probably has better quality than Sony, does have better quality than Sony A7. Now, if you're comparing it to this Sony A7 III or A7 RS2, something like that, then they're pretty similar in quality wise. But coming from just a plain Sony A7 that came out in 2013, it's a big difference, especially that camera doesn't even have 4K yet. I'm not saying the 5D has the best 4K with its huge file size because of the Kodak that it records in, but it's still 4K and a big difference. 1080p 60 still looks better on the 5D than Sony A7. Also, the other difference is, this is just in Canon Sony in general, is Sony lenses are so expensive now, especially if you're going for like the G series or something like that for Sony. They're stupid expensive. And that was one big thing, because I was almost paying more money for just the lens than I did for the whole camera that came with the lens. And during that whole time I used the Sony A7, I used the kit lens that came with it, and it wasn't a terrible lens whatsoever. It was a great quality lens. It was like $400 alone for the lens, and so I probably didn't get everything out that I could have with that camera using the kit lens. But Canon just has more options, and overall better lenses, especially like the L series or the Sigma Art series lenses. Very good quality, very good glass, and even the Canon 50mm, they have like a 1.8 and a 1.4 lens that's like, you can pick it up for probably under $100, but at most like 100, 125. So they have budget lenses too that are still great quality lenses. So I just want to hop into some of the comparisons. Obviously the Canon is expensive as heck, and that's the thing that gets a lot of people. I am where I want to do photography and videography as a side business as of right now. I want to make money off of it. So not saying you need the best of the best, but this is the best of the best. And the Sony A7 I shot weddings with it. I even shot weddings with the Canon Rebel T5, and the average consumer is not going to know the difference. But saying that, the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV, I just want to say the 5D, is more expensive than the Sony A7. Now go to the Sony A7 III, probably same price. I haven't even looked at that camera. It has more megapixels, so 30 compared to Sony A7, 24. So basically, you're getting a bigger max resolution for photos, which will help. Yeah, here it is, 30 and 24 megapixels. which helps with if you want to blow your picture up on a canvas, and just helps bring more detail, especially if you're doing what's it called, time lapses, because you should shoot time lapse in photo form, not using a video. Take picture after picture after picture, which most cameras have time lapse that just do that to take picture after picture and you just put it all together, because you get more resolution out of it, which means you can kind of zoom in, zoom out, whatever you want to do, blah blah. Anyway, they're both full frames, obviously. Trying to find really different processor. The Digi 6 Plus, I don't know, is a better processor than the Sony A7, normal A7, and it's still good to this day, top of the line, especially with Sony has that dual pixel focus, I think that's what it's called, where it focuses on, it tracks your face really well. That's the main thing with the Sony A7. It had autofocus and it worked okay, but it would, especially during crappy lights like how I have in this room. I have just one yellow light right here to my left, which I'm pointing to my right, it looks like on the camera. My walls, you can see, are tan, and so it's just a big yellow light in here, and it looks crappy. And Sony A7 had trouble with that focusing, and you couldn't, like put the screen around to make sure you're in focus the whole time. So, but during the day, perfect. Let's see, they shoot RAW and photos. Other thing is the Sony, or I can't find it here, but the Canon shoots C-Log if you buy it with the camera, or you can send your camera to Canon and they'll put it on there, something like that, which is very big for making videos. And I'm not big on the videos yet. I like making videos, but I'm working on my film right now. And shooting C-Log is very helpful, because especially shooting in raw video, just like how you shoot in raw photos, you have all that control when editing a photo, training colors, contrast, exposure, highlight, shadows, whatever you want to do, you can mess a lot with that. So same with video, if you're shooting in C-Log, also known as RAW, you have all that control over your video, which is very helpful and can help if you shoot on a sunny day and your exposure is through the roof, and you can bring it down with no problem through editing. Lens mount's different, obviously, so Canon lenses, you find cheaper Canon lenses. The other big thing is the Canon has, so you can see it has a fixed screen, and the Sony A7 has a tilted screen. Tilted screen did come in handy when trying to get a low shot, or a different perspective or something like that, for whether I'm shooting a video or doing a photo shoot. I didn't have to like sit down on the ground or something like that. But the Sony A7 is not a touch screen. The new Sonys may be, I'm not 100% sure, but Sony A7 not a touch screen, and I heard that having a touch screen camera like the 5D, or the high T7i and T6i and 70D and all that stuff, they're touch screen. And I heard that once you go to it, it's hard to go back, because you're so used of touching on the screen and navigating through it. So that's the thing that I'm looking forward to, is having a touch screen. I'll have the hiccups. And with the touchscreen, you can just tap on somebody's face or anywhere on the screen, and the camera will focus on it, which is very nice and makes it makes it quick to focus on whatever you are trying to focus on. By the way, it's 2 in the morning, so I'm kind of tired, but that ain't stopping me. You guys can look through this too. So resolutions for video, as you can see, Canon shoots 4K at 30, 24, and 23. But here's the format. It shoots in motion JPEG for 4K, which is old and terrible. It's not terrible, but it takes up a buttload of space on your computer. It's like huge file sizes, and you have to have a pretty good SD card to even shoot long on the Canon, because it's a high bit rate. Canon supports combat CFs or compact flashes. Compact flash. I cannot say that. I keep saying comeback. Has all these stuff. I heard the battery life is kind of doo-doo on the Canon. I'm planning on getting a battery grip for it though eventually. But yeah, guys. So this is why the reason why I'm getting the Canon. Sony's not a bad camera at all. I love it. It's just time to move on. I'm actually selling my Canon, or not my Canon, my Sony right now. It's actually in the box ready to leave tomorrow. That's why I'm on this crappy webcam. But yeah, guys, I'm ready to get this Canon camera and just go to work, make videos, make film, and try to grow my business. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Please check out my Instagram at Caleb's Visuals, CALEBS VISUALS, something like that. I don't know. It'll be in the description. Post all my photos and my work on there. I love new followers feedback. I'm very active with my followers. Try to interact with you guys as much as possible. But I appreciate you guys rocking with me, and everybody have a great Christmas coming up.